And if some of them die, well, hopefully it will be the children. Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. We're returning today to Frostpunk, day 4. You know, I have no idea what I'm gonna do when I get past day 5 and all of a sudden I don't have enough fingers. I mean, up to 10 I can do this, but a game of Frostpunk is 48 days long. I'm gonna run out of digits. However will I cope? Stay tuned to find out. When last we left our city, we had just started to get ahead of all our myriad of problems. And yeah, we've got 16 hungry people, but they're all going to eat. It's a beautiful thing. Look at that. Everybody is in a medical bed now. No untreated sick people. I think it's gonna be a good day. We did need to move some of our engineers out of our second workshop, so our research speed is going to be a little bit reduced. And somebody wants to talk to me. I'm not sure about what. Let's find out. Ah, people from our convoy. We're ready to search. People cheer as the giant observation balloon soars above the city. That's because we built the beacon in the last episode. I apparently cut the episode a little too short and missed reading this for you. This is a real feat. Everyone feels proud of the work they've done to make it happen. Volunteers have lined up, eager to go looking for our lost people in the Frostland. The woman who came forward earlier is among them. I agree. We needed a win. Now get back to work. Although I suppose it is 2:30 in the morning, so I should probably let them sleep just a little bit. Not very much though. Back to work at 6 a.m. All right, so we actually completed all of our construction projects before the end of the last episode. I do want to dismantle this initial snow pit. We built a second one back here, way away from our city and way away from our heat zones in the last episode. So I want to dismantle the one that we initially put down. Someone will go do that before they go to work in the morning, and that's fine with me, just to get it out of the way. And we've got 3 more hungry people. 2. Yeah. Okay, I'm clicking on it and nothing is popping up, so they are probably either hunting or taking care of it as we speak. Let's see. Are they hunting? Yeah, 2 hungry people are out hunting. Hopefully when they come back, they go and get food before they go to rest, but they'll probably rest first, so that's annoying. Hopefully we don't run out of rations before they are ready to go eat. People in this game are pigs. They eat all the time. I don't understand. What do you need to eat for? Not that good. Okay. So our temperature is about to drop. We did turn on the heaters, which we researched in the last episode. We turned those on. I do want to point out, in case you're new to Frostpunk, you don't need to micromanage these heaters. You see, okay, so the workday has started. Now there are people in the buildings, and the +1 heater icon on the description is orange. When no one is in the building, that gets grayed out and the heater turns itself off. It doesn't run and it doesn't consume coal unless there are actually workers in the building. All right, now our temperature just dropped and you can see everything around the generator is now cold. I don't want people getting sick. These buildings are chilly. So I'm gonna turn on the heaters in these buildings, make them livable to reduce the likelihood that they'll get sick. If these were just regular buildings that employed regular workers, I'd probably not worry about it, but these are our engineers. These are our doctors and our scientists, and I want them working. You need to work. You need to heal the workers to do the other jobs, and you need to research tech so that we can build up our economy and survive. So I want them to stay as warm as possible. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on those heaters. Now, this gathering post is gonna get depleted today. There's only 21 wood left in there. Let's see, we do have a source of wood up here now. We've got our sawmill. We built that in the last episode. I am gonna keep an eye here on this wood, because as soon as we've got 40 wood, I want to build a scout team and send them out into the Frostland to get more people for us. Okay, we depleted one of these wood piles. This one will be done in just a second. Almost to 40 wood. Bam, we're gonna pause there. I need to find, oh, good, you're all healthy. That's excellent news, because I'm gonna send you out into the freezing cold Frostland. All right, so we're gonna take the workers off of, the 5 workers off of this sawmill. We're going to send them out scouting, and we'll pull workers as soon as this gathering post is depleted. Those last 14 wood are depleted. We'll demolish this gathering post and put all of those workers up in the sawmill, and we'll have an excellent supply of wood. Relatively. It's never excellent enough. Anyways, so scout team. We have 40 wood. We have 5 unemployed people. And we're gonna go to Lost Expedition or Gloomy Cave. We'll go to the Lost Expedition, I think. This little yellow dot on it means it's storyline. All right, so we're going to send our people out there. It's gonna take them 11 hours to arrive. That's fine, they'll do their thing. Back here at home, we will just wait for this gathering post to use up, deplete all of these piles. Here, later in the day, we're going to have to choose another research. Now, because I've played before, I happen to know that Lost Expedition that we're about to go scout has people in it, and those people will come and join our city, and we are using up all of the spots inside of our heat zone right now with tents. We have no vacant beds, so those people are going to be homeless, and when we are able to build them homes, and by homes I mean tents, because such luxury, much wow, when we're able to build them tents, we need to have a heat zone for them, because last thing we need is even more sick people. We just got ahead of it. So the next research, I think, is going to have to be steam hubs, so that we can actually start building out a district to lay some new tents for our new, soon to be new citizens can reside in the tent luxury that is New London. I'm sure they'll love it. I mean, it's got to be better than just like whatever they're doing at that Lost Expedition. I don't know, maybe they pitch tents there. Okay, gathering post is depleted. Let's demolish this. We're gonna dismantle this, and hopefully someone will. Okay, so we've got 5 workers going to dismantle it. I'm gonna take the other 5 over here. I do want the 5 that just came off of there to stand there and demolish the gathering post rather than skipping off to work or whatnot. As soon as they're done demolishing it, I will. What are you doing? Oh, for crying out loud. Okay. Apparently I'll just put them all on the sawmill because the game prioritized the ones that we're dismantling to employ there. So anyway, now we've got almost 7 wood per hour coming in from this sawmill. This gathering post is finito. That's nice. We've got all this space out here. We got all this space out here to expand. And now we're just collecting a bit of wood. I think this is probably going to be one of the most relaxed days since we started this playthrough, because there's not a whole lot we need to get out in front of at the moment. Let's see here. We already know what we'll be researching next. That's the steam hub. We need 10 wood for that. And right now, everybody has a place to work. When we get some new people coming in, our survivors start rolling in, we're gonna need more workplaces to put them at. So we will need to think about creating workplaces for them. So I think maybe we'll definitely need more food. So we'll probably want a hunter's hut for them. So perhaps we could build out a district over here and put some hunter's huts on the outskirts of what will be their housing district. Would you people just... Okay, you are going to eat. Hungry people in this game bother me. They'll just walk around aimlessly twiddling their thumbs and being like, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Just go to the cookhouse and get some food. Stop whining. Jeez, be an adult. Grow up. All right, so steam hubs next. Get that researched. That will allow us to heat a new area, expand the reach of our heat zone. Now, where do I want to build this district? I really need these piles gone before I start building out this district. Well, we've got piles pretty much everywhere. I think, because I know that in the mid-game, steel's gonna be a bottleneck for us. These little icons over here, that's to let you know that's where your steel mills are gonna go. I think I want to build out towards those steel mills, just so, you know, people are close to it. When the time comes to build those steel mills, they're not walking across the map to get there to build or to get to and from work. I will say, I'm not really happy with my cookhouse and hunter's hut placement back here. That was really more of a resource constraint rather than an urban planning decision. At some point, I would like to move those out of there and make that whole area where the cookhouse and hunter's hut is right now, I want to put 3 workshops in there. But of course, we're far, far away from that because we don't have enough engineers or enough resources. So I'm gonna build out some districts down this way. Now we aren't gonna have enough room or enough wood to be able to build all the roads that I want to build, but we should have enough to get started. And of course, at the end of the workday, everybody's gonna go run over and build those ice cream flavored roads. Looking at you, Shiro. So, what else do we need to do at the moment? Now, it's too cold right now to turn off our generator. Like I said, I think we're done turning off the generator for the rest of the game. It's just gonna get too cold. Maybe here on the 7th, we're going to have a temperature rise of 1 level. Maybe we might be able to turn it off. No, because it'd still be cold. The tents would be chilly, but the ground around it where people are hanging out would be cold, and I don't like making people hang out in the cold, not because, you know, I'm a considerate and kind-hearted person, but because they get sick, and then they don't work. And when they don't work, our economy grinds to a halt, and we need our city to survive. It's the whole point of the game. The point of this game is not for the people to survive, but for the city to survive, all right? So, yeah, you're just another resource. Now, our scouts are almost where they're heading, so I'm gonna keep an eye on that. Our workday is almost done. We have 70 wood. See how much nicer it is when you have a sawmill, a nice steady supply of wood. It makes life just so much happier. All right, our scouts are here in the Lost Expedition. The rest of our people made camp here, too exhausted to go on. We should escort them to the city. I don't think so. I think they can walk their sorry butts over to the city by themselves because we have other things to look at, okay? Lost Expedition, a happy reunion. We enter the camp, appearing out of the driving snow. A choir of excited voices welcomes us. Thank God you found us! We had been wandering for days until we couldn't go on any longer. Soon we'd begin to starve. You may starve back at home too. I'm like, temper your expectations here a little bit. Curb your enthusiasm. Children and adults surround us, packed and ready to go. All right, so when you find survivors, you have the option of escorting them to your city. Your scouts will take them back to the city. They'll all survive. Everybody will be hunky-dory. But they're not really citizens until they arrive at your city, and I have other things to do with my scouts. They need to go find other people and collect more resources. So I'm just gonna send the survivors on the way to New London. Hey, the city's that way. Keep walking. You'll get there. Try not to die. There may or may not be food when you get there. Good luck. See you later. Send them. Survivors will set out towards the city on their own. It will take longer and some of them may die. That's all right. I'm okay with it taking longer. I gotta get ready for them anyways. We're not even done researching steam hubs yet. And if some of them die, well, hopefully it will be the children. Just send them along. Okay, and now we have two branching options. Do we go to the sturdy shelter? A bulky cylindrical construction stands on a small hill. The Union Jack flies over it, but there's no sign of movement. Or the observatory. This peculiar building must be the Arctic Observatory, the Royal Society built to investigate the eternal winter. There's smoke over it. I can't remember. I don't think there's actually any survivors at the observatory. But we'll go there first. It's 11 hours to arrive. It's 14 hours to arrive at this sturdy shelter. So yeah, we'll go to the observatory first, and then from there we'll run on to the sturdy shelter, which I'm fairly certain does have people in it. But I went a little, I try to space out the survivors a little bit, because having a big influx of new people puts a real strain on your resources, and it's just really hard to deal with. So if you can space them out a little bit more, you've got a little bit more time to prepare for each group. It gives you a chance to feed everybody and hopefully feed everyone right after we get soup, which is the next law, and get them all settled before the next group comes in. All right, so we're just about done with the workday. Again, like, this is a pretty easy day, quite honestly. We're just kind of preparing for those refugees. Now, I'm building out some roads here. All of my houses in this district will be inside this wedge here, and I built this road to the center because where this intersection is actually where I'm going to end up placing a steam hub, and I want it lined up so it sits nice and pretty, so all of my people can build those roads. Man, my hunters, people just keep getting sick. Stop being sick. We have 8 people in treatment. Wait, the tooltip says 8, but the menu says 3. 3 over there. and 5 over there. Okay, so yeah, we've got 8 people. I am thinking one of those medical posts may empty out tonight, in which case that would be great, because then we can move our engineers back over to this workshop, and get our research speed boosted a little bit. That's always nice. My God, 7 hunters sick. Don't you people understand we need food? Although, for whatever reason, it doesn't seem to be affecting our food haul for the night. 18 per day raw food is you know, the maximum this building at this point can produce. So I'm not sure why that wasn't reduced, but I'm not complaining. You know what I'm going to do? I'm gonna change gears on you super fast without any warning and possibly confuse you. So I'm gonna turn the overdrive on our generator up overnight. That's going to increase the temperature here around our generator by 1 level, so the tents will be livable, the ground will be chilly. That'll help reduce the chances of people getting sick, because I really want to stay ahead of the sick people. Now these folks are just about done building this road over here. It's after midnight. We've got the roads for the most part built. I'll let them finish those roads. Okay, now we've got 5 of those people back, which means one of these medical posts is empty. All right, so I'm gonna take all these people out of there and move our engineers over to the workshop. And the heater is on over there. That's excellent. How are we doing food-wise? Ugh, less than a day of food. Well less than we've got no food. We've got 1 ration, 0 rations. That does it. That's everybody. Now I think I've got some hungry hunters, because when I click on this, it's not bringing up the menu, which means they're probably, yeah, not in the city. So we'll get a little bit of raw food when they come back from the hunt. So we'll probably employ some people in the cookhouse tomorrow to cook up those rations right after we sign the law for soup. So it's 3:14 in the morning. We didn't do a whole lot as far as building today, other than some roads. We've got 1 little segment here that still needs to be built. Now we do have these refugees coming in about 7 hours, a little less than 7 hours. We'll have, assuming no more of them die, and yes, it was a kid that died, yes! If you send them out on their own back to the city, usually at least 1 person dies, and children are useless. Anyways, so they should be arriving in a little less than 7 hours. We'll have 8 more engineers, which is excellent. We can possibly put another workshop online, or if nothing else, if we start to struggle with sickness again, we will have enough engineers to put some on this second medical post without removing any from the workshops. And we'll also have 22 workers, assuming none of them die before they get here. So I think when they get here, we'll probably have them build a hunter's hut, and 15 of them will go to work right away in that hunter's hut, because we need more food. I mean, that's 33 people right there. That's gonna bring up our population to 113. 18 raw food a night is not gonna cut it. So that's the plan for tomorrow. This was a very quick day, but I thank you very much for joining me on the 4th day of Frostpunk. If you enjoyed this video and you want to catch others just like it, make sure you subscribe, hit that cowbell notification, and let me know what you think. Comment down below, like the video, tweet at me, get in touch, and thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you in the next episode.